We're looking at another performance model from Nike today, and last time I bought this model was 8 years ago. Hey guys, welcome back to a Kicks Business channel, and today we're looking at the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 41. As I mentioned in the preview, I really love the Pegasus line, not only from recent times, but even back in the day, early 90s when Nike introduced it. Actually, my favorite was the Icarus. I'm not sure why they're not bringing that name back, why they're not bringing the models back. They stuck with the Pegasus, they continue with the Pegasus, and they're bringing it more and more every year with the new models. And right now, this one retails at $140. That's not the premium version. There's the premium one, which is $150, and slowly the price is creeping up. And I think last time I bought it 8 years ago was a lot cheaper than that, and that was this model. This was the Pegasus 33, and I've worn this a lot, but you will see some significant differences between this model and this one several generations later. Now you see how minimalistic this one is with the midsole. We have some fly wire, we have a zoom strobel all the way. So this one is kind of a super low to the ground minimalist shoe, where this one is a lot thicker. The midsole here is maybe more than twice the size of the 33 that I have. And the setup here is we have zoom units in the heel and in the forefoot, and they are encapsulated within the Zoom X foam, which is one of the newest things Nike are doing here. And this is a performance runner, obviously. So if you are really looking for ultimate cushioning and comfort, this is probably one of the best shoes you can get out there. If you've seen some of my other videos, I went across the whole running line of Nike, picked up from the lowest or cheapest version of the runners, of the performance runners with the Interact, to almost all the way up versions of the models. But what I really like about this one here is we still have Zoom Air. Majority of these modern day runners, they don't have Zoom Air, or they don't have air at all. They just rely on different foams. And personally, being old school, I'm really not a big fan of the foams, because I think over time they're not gonna last as long. And of course, that's not real technology. For them, it's cheaper to just mold and pour some foam there and go along with it without encapsulating any air, putting any zoom, any shanks, anything really high tech, what I consider. And yeah, they're keeping the production value lower and maximizing the profit, obviously. Now, of course, this one came out with 10, 15, 20 different colorways. This one I grabbed for $60, and again, for $60, they're amazing. Is it my favorite colorway? No, probably not. Is it colorway that I really don't like? No, absolutely. I actually like this colorway. Yeah, it's just not my favorite. I would love to grab something with more white base upper for the summer, because obviously, you know, I'm wearing these kind of shoes over the summertime. Even if I'm not running or, you know, trying to exercise more actively and be a performance runner, I actually like this kind of shoes for the summer because they provide a lot of ventilation. They're lower, and we used to call these in the 90s, it's actually a summer shoe versus the winter shoe, which is, you know, the basketball ones, just the shorter. That's just how we refer to those shoes back in the day. But simplistic. The upper we have just mesh, even not a fly knit over here. It's interesting because the Interact is a sub $100 shoe. Yeah, it doesn't have the Zoom X, doesn't have the zoom units, but it has knitted upper, where here we just have mesh, and that's about it. At least they give us some nice shoe trees here, and these are produced in March 24, released towards the summer of 24, so not that long ago. And the insole is from the green foam. Is it Ortholite? Again, I'm not sure. That it's not branded Ortholite. Most times Ortholite actually brands their insoles, making sure that you know they're Ortholite. These are not really branded. Maybe they are Ortholite, just not branded for these specific models. Right on top of it says Nike Running, established 1972, just do it. And the swoosh, nice comfortable insole. I don't have any complaints. You can pull it and wash it as well. Heavily gusseted on, which keeps it right into place, almost towards the top of it. And we have a little bit of a mesh to separate you from the outside, and ventilation is pretty good. The lacing system actually goes all the way down to the bottom of the strobel. That way provides a little bit more support and a little bit more containment for your shoe. Of course, this is a performance runner, so if you tie them up, you have the runner's knot on the top. And I really like that little element or detail here with the wings of Pegasus. If you're familiar with the Greek mythology, you know what I'm talking about. Icarus and Pegasus, nice little touch. A little bit of ducktail here on the heel. The padding is okay, nothing like in the 90s obviously, but it's significant. Small swoosh on the medial side, larger swoosh on the lateral side, and I actually like the placement and the size of this one. Proportionally wise, it looks right on the perfect spot, and the color is this kind of a electric red, more of a dark pink one. Really like that combination. Right on top of the ton we have the swoosh, Nike, and the Pegasus 41. Nike always puts the Pegasus number and the name on the ton, which I really like. Nike React X branding on the lateral side of the midsole, Air Zoom on the forefoot, and small swoosh on the heel. This little touch is across many models lately, and I really like it. Some reflective elements on the heel and on the forefoot, and Nike swoosh on the toe lip. The outsole, again, one of the most simplistic ones and very repetitive across many models. Just waffle outsole with the solid rubber and the Nike Recycle on kind of a midfoot section with the swoosh on the heel as well. I'm not sure how long is they're gonna last as a outsole, but it is what it is. Tone is very comfortable actually. I padded, and the top of it is super plush, almost the material of a tracksuit. Interesting material they chose here. A little bit of reinforcement on the forefoot, and the laces are this kind of a black and blue speckled ones, which is really nice because it matches the colorway of the upper. And yeah, I think I'm pretty impressed with this shoe. I think this version of it, it's really nice. There's many other versions, like I mentioned. They even have Gore-Tex versions for people to run during wet seasons, and you know, all kinds of other protections. So they really expanded and kind of expanded their portfolio when it comes to the Pegasus 41. A really tiny swoosh right here in the front of the first lace loop. Really like that touch. Elements like this really gets me excited because somebody thought about putting some of those things, little hints and here and there, to create a little bit more fun and joy with the shoe. But yeah, you can definitely see the progression, you know, from this later generation to the generation that came 8 years ago. You know, this is 2017 Nike Pegasus 33 with a lot of different elements here and a lot of different design cues. Honestly, I like the newer one better. It fits me a little bit better, and fits a little bit and feels a little bit more comfortable compared to this one. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos coming very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.